Hey guys, I'm just going to adjust the camera a touch. Alright. I'm just going to share this live stream around before I get comfy and start speaking, because I just got my nails done. Check it out, guys. Beautiful gold colour and some glitter in there. And you know what? I had quite an experience there. Not a bad one, but one that really opened up my eyes to the things that that those of us that work in hair and beauty, or even service-based business, any business that you're really dealing with customers, there's so much money being left on the table. It's just, it's crazy, right? So I want to share this with you guys, and I want to make sure that you are well aware of what is going on, and that if you're not doing this, if you're guilty, I've done it in the past, nothing wrong with that, but become aware of what you're not doing that's leaving money on the table and start doing it, right? So let me just share this. Oh. All right, guys. How good is this Justin Timberlake song? Got the feeling. I watched Trolls with my daughter the other week, and I've been hooked ever since. So let me just share this. Time for some truth bombs. That's one, and I'll just share it in my group. So those of you who are in the hair and beauty industry watching this, if you're not already a part of my group where I do some extra trainings and give loads of value, please look up Home Salon Owners Who Want It All, and I'll request to join the group. And please, if I can't see that you're in the hair and beauty industry from your profile, just PM me and let me know what you do, what you want to get out of the group, and then I can add you in. All right, so one more share and then we'll get going. So I'm going to share this to my group that I just spoke about. So home salon owners who want it all. Truth bombs. And why you're leaving money on the table. All right, good. Let me just turn this music off. All right. See some comments. Just pop it up on my phone, get my notes that I wrote down while I was there, because I'm like, it's too crazy to leave behind. All right, so like I said a bit earlier when I started this, who's joined, please say hello. Hi, Carolina. Nice to see you. Please say hello, post in the comments. I'll bring it up here so I can see the comments that come through. Let me just make sure that, there we go, all right. So I can start seeing the comments on my computer, and I'll check in. But basically, so I went and got my nails done. I just came back home. That's why I said in 30 minutes I'm going to do this live stream, because I'm finding too often that service professionals, beauty professionals, hair and beauty professionals are leaving way too much time, too much money on the table. And this is due to a lack of customer service, a lack of, paying attention to the experience that the customer has or the client has with you. So that's why I decided to call this one a truth bomb, because I think a lot of us know that this is happening. Sometimes we might not be aware that we're doing it, but we are. So I wanted to highlight the areas where you are leaving money on the table when it comes to your hair and beauty business. And I want you to start taking action and start doing these things, because, these are the things that make a massive, massive difference, right? And I'm not going to call out this nail salon. It's a local one to me, but I'm going to call out this type of, or this way of doing business, because this nail salon could be making so much more money. They could be, be in much more demand if they changed a few little things that they did. Now, do I say it or don't I say it? Please say hello. I can see the numbers are starting to build, which is awesome. This type of nail salon, and I'm sure you can guess the nationality, but basically this type of nail salon, anyone I go to, no matter where I go to, tend to do the same sort of thing when it comes to servicing their clients. Right. First things first is they speak their own language, which is fine, but are you engaging with your customer, right? If you're just, having the absolute bare minimum conversation, what color nails do you want? Do you want them round? Do you want gel or acrylic? If that's the bare minimum conversation that goes on and, the whole conversation stays quiet, then there's a lot of money being left on the table, right? So this is what happened to me. So basically I got into the salon, so I'll tell my story. I got into the salon, I'm a regular there now, and they sat me down, they're like, what do you want? Acrylic nails? Yep, sure, take a seat. She didn't even ask me to pick a colour, so I brought my nail polish because I love this gold colour. So I put my nail polish on the table and, she just started her work in silence. And then, so she started putting on my nails and, once she put on the nails, she said, what shape? I'm like, square with a bit of rounded edges. That's it. And then, so she continued on and then she'd start talking to her colleague in her own language. So I was like, okay, where's my translator? I wish I knew what they were talking about. And just conversation. No conversation at all with me, just, that conversation in their own language. And I think, first of all, I think it's really rude that, if you're having a conversation with a colleague in another language that your client that you're working on in front of you is not understanding, don't do it. Save your conversations and chit-chat for later, or speak in English, or speak in the language of where you are, because how does this client know what you're talking about? Like, how does this client know that you're not talking about them? They wouldn't have a clue if they can't understand you, number one. And number two, if you've got a client in front of you, you should be paying them attention. They're paying you money for a service. It's really worthwhile to actually engage in conversation and get to know this client and start building rapport with this client, I think the attitude is a lot of turnover in this type of business model, if I can even call it a business model. It seems to be quite prevalent in these types of salons. So I wanted to highlight some of the challenges that I've found. Let me just bring up my notes and make sure that I do cover everything that I said. Language, conversations. Okay, so some missed opportunities as well. What I also found is because there was a lack of conversation and a lack of getting to know me, and I've had different technicians work on me each time. Some I've been happy with, some I really haven't been. And so I found that because she wasn't really getting to know me, I was actually quite happy with the job that she did compared to, some of the work that has been done. And I forgot to get her name too because I just, because she wasn't engaging me, because she didn't show interest in me, it was kind of like the impression that she left was she just did good work. Not, come and see me because I'm showing you interest and, I want to look after you as a client. So that was probably mistake number one there, right? Mistake number two, the fact that she didn't engage conversation with me, she lost her chance to upgrade my service that I was having done. So there's already money thrown off or out the door. So if she had been asking me, is there a particular occasion that you're getting your nails done for? Because I'm leaving for Bali on Friday. So I could have told her, look, I'm going on holidays. So there could have been an offer of, did you want me to do some nail art? Maybe make it something a bit more holiday style. Or, did you want some bling or something to dress it up because you are, going away? So there's a missed opportunity there, right? She didn't, like I said, because she didn't engage in conversation and get to know me, she didn't get to know, what type of things that I like, because, I love bling. I am mad on bling. But she lost an opportunity to, because, I don't mind skipping a few little diamantes and whatever on my nails, even if she did them on all, I'm right up for that. But because she didn't get to know me, there was absolutely no opportunity for her to upgrade, right? And had it been in conversation, because this is what I find myself when I'm working in hair and when I'm coaching, it's so easy to upgrade people and, create that extra income when you are engaging in conversation, when you are asking questions, and when you are talking to your client and really getting to know them as a person, because you get to know who they are and what they like, right? And you'll probably find with a certain amount of clients, you'll tend to see that there's a pattern. So as you begin to talk to people and as you get to know them, you can start picking up, okay, so what can I do to help create a better experience for my client? What would enhance this appointment for them? Like I said, for example, if I had gotten my bling on my nails, I would have been over the moon. I didn't even think about that till just now. But, if she had offered it, I would have said yes, absolutely. And she could have made some extra money, right? So I guess by saying this, I'm happy to go in and get my nails done. That's no problem. And I like the fact that I can drop in. But the fact that she wasn't engaged me, the fact that she wasn't trying to keep me as a client and keep me as her client as well. Again, I don't know if, how they run their business there, but I just find that they could be having so many more clients. They could really fill up their salon, because there's many days, because it's in my local shopping centre, I can see that they're quite empty, and, some of the professionals are sitting down, buffing their own nails or doing each other's nails or whatever it may be. That doesn't have to be a problem if they address their customer service challenges that they currently have right now. If they had taken the time, taken the initiative even if it's one stylist or one professional that starts it, start engaging, start talking to your client, getting to know them, getting them to trust you and to like you and to come back to you, specifically you as the professional. Build that clientele up so that you can build up your business and get busy, get in demand. Because if you think about it, if you walk past a shop, right, and you see that it's full, so say, for example, a hair salon or a beauty salon, and you see that it's full, it tends to intrigue people. Well, why are they so busy? What makes them so special? And it entices people, it intrigues them, it gets their interest and makes them want to, inquire or have a look and see what the big fuss is. So just having a full salon or just being busy creates that, that interest to, make clients or prospects want to find out, well, why are they so special? Why are they so busy? So if you could just think about, like, for example, with my nails, I'm not sure how much it costs for the extra diamantes because I haven't had it done at this particular salon, but say, nail art on all my nails could be an extra $10, right? So that's an extra $10 for me as a client sitting in front of her. Imagine if she did that, just a simple upgrade like that with each client. So, my appointment was about an hour. Say she worked about 8 hours and she did 7 of 8 hours doing nails, right? And that's just one stylist. So that's an extra $70 she could have made in a day, right? And that's just her. And then on top of that, she could have, possibly sold me a treatment, right? Then there's also the fact of rebooking. So I haven't rebooked for my nails, obviously, because there was no incentive for me to. And that's a biggie. So, I could go to another salon, and I was actually thinking of visiting another one of my local salons today to get my nails done, but I went to this one because of the convenience, right? And I thought I'd just give them another go, see if I can find, one lady that I really like the way she does my nails. So I found her, which is awesome. But I had that question in my mind of going and visiting another business because this business wasn't doing enough to keep me engaged, to keep me wanting to, stay with the business. So thinking about all I've just said now, I want you to think about, well, what's happening in your business? Where are you skipping on really important activities that you really should be doing? You know, where is your customer experience lagging, or customer service experience lagging for your clients? All right. So I want to make sure that you are, number one, taking interest in your clients. Because as human beings, you know, the thing that we focus on is ourselves, right? So when people take interest in ourselves, it engages us, it keeps us, you know, interested, it helps us to feel cared about and loved, and that's what our clients want. They want to feel cared about. They feel like they want to be a part of something. So if they're getting an amazing experience from you, they're not even going to think twice about going anywhere else. Right? They're going to be locked and loaded as your client and no one else's, right? It's like when you find a really good doctor. You don't want to go and see anyone else because, you know, you build that rapport, you've got that trust in that doctor. And, well, unless you need to see a specialist, why would you want to see someone else? Yeah? And you know, with my doctor, I've got that same relationship because, you know, he's an amazing doctor. He really takes the time out to, you know, make sure that me and my girls are well. He'll ask about my husband if he's not there. He'll ask about my kids if they're not there. You know, he'll just make sure that everything's, you know, running well, and that I am doing well myself. You know, he just goes that little bit. He does the extra mile, right? And so, of course, I wouldn't see any other doctor because I don't care if he's not there. I'll wait. You know what I mean? Same with your clients. You know, are they willing to wait for their appointment until they can get a time in for you? Or are they willing to book in and make sure that they get a spot with you, that they get that time with you? And that's the thing, like, it really frustrates me when I see this in salons, but it happens all the time. And even in hair salons, you know, like things as simple as acknowledging people when they walk in the door. Obviously, home salons, it's a little bit different, but just that, you know, just going out of your way and really making sure that that person that's in front of you feels like that they're $1 million, that they're the most important person in the world because you are taking great care of them. As if you would your best friend. Like, how would you treat your best friend if they were in the chair or if they were getting a service done from you? You know, you'd make sure you give them that, you know, extra long head massage and really go out of your way to do that. What else would you do? You would, say, for example, you take, you know, super duper care if you don't already with making sure that there's no color on their face. You would, you know, maybe while they're processing, you can give them a little shoulder massage. Like, it could be anything, right? But obviously, the caveat to that is, if you do this for one client, make sure you can do it for all. Make sure that whatever you put into practice is something that you can sustain, right? And, you know, I'm not saying do everything all at once and go completely out of your way to the point where you're going to end up exhausted, because that's just not going to work, right? If you build a business and build a reputation that's so amazing to the point where you're going to end up exhausted, you won't be able to service it, right? So you've got to be smart about it, of course, but make sure that whatever you're doing is going to separate you from everyone else. So why would people come and see you compared to anyone else? What's the glue that sticks them there? You know, think about your customer experience. You know, what are they experiencing when they talk to you? You know, what do they experience when, you know, when they're in their appointment? So are you the type of person that likes to show people how to do their hair? You know, do the home version of their hair so that they can maintain it and they can look amazing and do that style even if they don't, you know, come and visit you. Imagine how amazing that person would feel if you were able to show them how to do their hair. They can do it at home, and, you know, they get compliments from their friends and family saying, you know, your hair looks great. Did you go see your hairdresser? And they can say, well, no, I did it myself because she showed me. Like, how amazing and how much value would that be for your client? Right, so let me just recap the mistakes that I found that this business did this morning when I got my nails done, and, you know, how much money they're losing as a result of it, and the fact that they could be losing clients, losing, like I said, losing money, And also they're losing growth for their business, losing so much, you know. The thing is, I guess because these businesses get a lot of walk-in traffic, they could probably get away with it. But my question is, and this other salon that I was going to go to, they've changed hands 3 times in the last 5-6 years. So it makes me wonder, like, how long can this way of practicing business last? Like, how much are they losing as a result of it? Like, does the business owner realize what's going on? And I'd love to say something. I just wonder sometimes, you know, how it's going to be taken. So please don't make these mistakes in your business. And, you know, as a service-based business, you know, even if it's not in the hair and beauty industry, think about how you're engaging your clients. You know, what's the solution that your client's looking for? You know, what type of client do you have in front of you? Is there something that they may want that you might not usually offer, right? But it could be something that the client wants. So really get to know your clients, really get to understand their needs and their wants. Because, you know, you know what, this is how I see it, right? When I take on clients, I don't see them as clients, right? And this is a biggie. Please take note of this. Please write this down and see how you can implement it in your own business, right? I see them as friends, because what happens is, if I were to just see them as a new client, I would switch on my new client process that I do, right? So on comes awkwardness, on comes a bit of shyness, and that's just me because I'm naturally quite introverted. But I switch on a different type of energy where I feel like I have to work hard to gain their trust and show them my skills and show them how I can be of benefit. But, right, and it's a little bit draining, right? So what I do instead, and what I've done for a few years now, and you know, it works an absolute treat, and it just makes it so easy because I don't have to put on a mask, right? I just be me. So what I do is then I switch on, well, pretend like I've known this person for a few years and they're a great friend. So because I already assumed that rapport, you know, that work's done already in an instant before I even had that conversation. You know, welcome them in as if they've been a friend that I haven't seen for ages. And then, you know, I have my consultation. I get to know them. What do they like? You know, what don't they like as well? Because it's really important to know both, of course. And then I get to service them, you know, what's something that would be really awesome for this person that I could do to really make their day? So for example, doing hair, you know, I'd give them just an extra long head massage, you know, something that they probably don't do themselves or don't have time to go and get, but it's just that adding that little touch to really make their day. You know, a lot of times I get, I could stay here all day from my clients, of course, you know, but just doing that little bit of something to help that person feel great about themselves, feel great about spending time with you, you know, starting to, you know, put that glue in to help them to stick and to stay on board. Because sometimes, you know, visiting you, it's that time out for them, yeah? They just want that quiet time, that peace and relaxation that they may not get at home or may not have time or make time for. So how can you make that experience absolutely amazing for them? What can you do to show them that they are cared for and that they are valued? Right? Because when you build that rapport, when you build that trust with that client's going to recommend you. They're going to tell everyone about you. You know, they're going to want to upgrade. They see you as the professional. They see you as their trusted advisor. And once you're there, like, you could literally sell them anything and they'll say, you're the expert, you know what you're doing. Right? So imagine having your appointment book full, having a waiting list. Like, how many of you have a waiting list for clients? How many of you are booked till March already? How cool would that be? But in saying that, also making sure that you're sticking to your own boundaries and your own, you know, appointment hours, you know, whatever you want to work. Because obviously, you know, you're in your own business because you want to work the hours you want to work, right? So obviously getting busy doesn't mean loading up your days and working extra hours, right? It's just through these simple It's a simple exercise of really getting to know your client and what would be useful, what would they really love, what would really make a difference to them, and upgrading them. Like, that is such a huge thing that a lot of people are really scared of doing. But, you know, if you don't put the offer out there, and that's all it is, it's simply an offer. You don't have to, you know, put that pressure on yourself to make a sale. It's not about that. It's about, well, how can I make this person feel amazing? How can I make this person, you know, have an amazing experience and want to come back and even bring other people with them? Because it's going out of your way that really makes the difference. That's what's going to help your clients stick. That's what's going to help you grow your business and explode your business and explode your sales. Right? So that's it from me. That's my little vent. That's my little truth bomb drop. Even if you're not in hair and beauty industry, think about those few things in whatever you do, because especially if you're dealing with customers, it's so important to get to know who they are and what they want, and, you know, what would really make a difference in their day. Because they can see many other salespeople, they can see many other, you know, people that that serve them. But why are they going to come back to you? What's going to make you stand out? Right? Look after your client, and they will absolutely look after you. First things first, look after the client. So I see a few of you have popped in and out. I trust this has been super, super valuable. And, you know, if you find that there's, you know, that someone you know would really find value from this video, please share it along. You know, I've got nothing to hide. I'm happy to spread the word, because I know how important it is. And stuff like this, I really wish I had someone telling me, you know, in the early days of my business, because, you know, I had to learn it all myself and figure out, you know, what works and what doesn't. But if there's someone that you know, early on in their apprenticeship, early on in their business, you know, that would love to have this sort of information, please share it along. And I think that's it for now. So I trust that you're having an amazing day. And remember, you are the creator of your life. Make it awesome. Bye.